everybody. So since we've been talking about Mitzvot this week, I wanted to share another story with you about a little boy who finds a wonderful mitzvah that he can do with the big box that he's been playing in. Joey and the Giant Box by Deborah Lackritz. Illustrations by Mike Byrne. "Mommy, look in our driveway," said Joey one morning, leaping over his rock collection. "Don't trip over your marbles or your bottle caps or your race cars," she warned. Outside, a long truck roomed to a stop in front of their garage. Down climbed two men in uniforms. "Our new dishwasher is finally here," said Mommy. "Let's show them where it goes." Joey skipped behind the delivery man as he wheeled an enormous box inside. "Give it away?" Joey pleaded. "Can't I please keep it?" "Joey, where will you ever put this gigantic box?" she said as he started dragging it upstairs to his bedroom. "Next to my little dinosaurs, and my bouncy balls, and all of my dreidels." So Joey and Mommy shoved the carton through the door and jammed it into his crowded room. Joey loved his box. Some days he stuffed it full of pillows and, ta-da, it became a fort. Some days he wore his bicycle helmet and boots and poof, it became a spaceship. But every day it filled up Joey's entire room. In the mornings, Joey could barely squeeze out of his room to come downstairs for breakfast. In the evenings, Mommy and Daddy could barely squeeze in to read him a bedtime story. One night, Joey bumped into the box and sent his marble collection tumbling to the floor. The next day, Mommy saw the mess and frowned. "I'm sorry, sweetie, but your room is becoming a hazard. Right? It's becoming dangerous. When the recycling truck comes tomorrow, the box must go." Joey's eyes darted around. He tried stuffing the box into the closet. He tried shoving it under his bed. Mommy was right. The box was just too big for his room. "Come shopping with me," Mommy said. "Maybe we can find something else for you to collect." "What's eating you today, Joey the collector?" Ernie asked at the grocery counter. "My new box," Joey sighed. "Mommy says I have to get rid of it. It's ginormous." "As big as that one?" Ernie pointed to the wall. Joey gasped. There stood a cardboard carton just like his. Pictures of peanut butter jars and cans of soup were taped on the front. A banner above it said, "Neighbors helping neighbors." "Wow!" exclaimed Joey. "That box must weigh a ton." He jumped up and tried to look inside. Then Ernie came over and lifted him up. "Why is there food in there?" he asked. Ernie explained. "People put food in there for families who don't have enough to eat. When the box is full, a truck will deliver it to a food pantry where hungry people can take what they need." "There are people who don't have enough to eat?" Joey asked. His mother nodded and then handed Joey a can of peaches to put inside. That afternoon, Joey pretended he was at the market and filled his box with food from their pantry. "Please don't recycle my box yet," he told his parents at dinner. "I want to collect food for hungry people, just like at the grocery store." So Mommy called Joey's teacher, Mrs. Winkler, and told her about Joey's big box. She called her friend, Mrs. Shukton, at the Star of David food pantry. And the next day, Joey and Mommy carried the box into Joey's classroom. "Your box sure is ginormous," squealed Joey's friends. "Now it's our box," he said, telling everyone about the one at the grocery store and how it helped feed hungry people. "And we can bring in stuff like soup and peanut butter to fill it up." During art class, the class cut out pictures of food to glue on the sides of the carton. Others made posters to hang in the hall so everyone in the school would know to bring in food. Mrs. Winkler handed the children flyers to take home to their parents. Every morning, Joey raced to his classroom and peeked in to see how the box was filling up. There were bags of beans and rice, jars of peanut butter and jelly, cans of soup, and boxes of macaroni. Ernie delivered a trunk full of cereal from the grocery store. Before long, Joey's collection reached the top of the box. It was time to call the food bank. The next morning during class, a big truck pulled up in front of the school. Two men got out and pushed a dolly towards the entrance. "They're here for our box," the children exclaimed. After the box had been taken away, Mrs. Winkler called the children together. "I know you will miss your box," she said. "So here is a much smaller box that can still do a big mitzvah." And she handed each child a colorful box with a Jewish star printed on the side. "Drop a coin in here wherever you can," she told the children. Once it's full, you can take the money to Ernie's store and buy swirly noodles and bags of beans and peanut butter and jelly for the food pantry. Joey raised his new little box and smiled. And this one will even fit in my room. And that's the end.
I wonder if any of you have boxes at home. If you have a big one, maybe you've been playing in it, imagining that it can be different things. And when you're all done playing in it, maybe you could use it to donate some items. You could go through your old clothes or go through your pantry and see if you have any cans that you can donate. And if you don't have a big box, maybe you have a little box or a little container, and you could use it to make a Tzedakah box like everybody had at the end. You could decorate it and ask a grown-up to cut a slit in it, and then you can put your coins in it, right? And you can think about where you want to donate your Tzedakah money, how you might help somebody and do a mitzvah. So we would love to hear what you do.